Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do One Piece episode 570 review. So before I get started, of course, look down in the description for the Facebook fan page, the episode link to this week's episode of One Piece, and the preview to next week's episode of One Piece, all in the description down below. Now, that being said, this episode of One Piece, it was great. Yeah, it was great because this episode, it wasn't action heavy. We got like a little bit of action between, like not even like action. It was like basically like Luffy pummels Karibo, and then that was it for like the action purpose. But we got a lot of info when it comes to the world standing right now, when it comes to the One Piece world. And shit got real. Shit got real over the... See, the thing here is that I think most of the crew don't know what's going on. Like, Luffy didn't know about this whole entire thing. Neither did Usopp or Nami or Sanji or Zoro, because they were in isolated situations where all they did was train, really. And that was it. But the thing here is that Chopper, he knew, and I'm assuming that Robin knew, because Robin, for the past 2 years, was with the Revolutionaries. And they have a very strong information system. So I would assume that she knew about this whole entire stuff that was going on with the admirals and the government and the Yoko. And this shit, yeah, like it's crazy. It's crazy. So let's start with number one, alright? Number one. Apparently, over the course of the 2 years, Aokiji and Akainu, they had a fight that lasted for 10 days on a particular island. And the winner of this fight was, Akainu. Akainu is now the new fleet admiral for the Marines. And what happened basically was that after the war of Marineford, Sengoku resigned, as did Garp. I know that for a fact, because Garp, they both resigned because they felt that this era it no longer belongs to them. They are part of the older generation. Let the newer generation come in and take over. And Sengoku wanted Aokiji to take over as fleet admiral, because obviously Aokiji, he's more, even though he's lazy, he's more calm, he's more analytical than someone like Akainu, because Akainu, he is ruthless, merciless, justice for the sake of justice and nothing but justice. Fucking Magma Fist, don't fuck with justice, bitch. So there's a clear difference here. And I guess Sengoku, well, see, they said that Sengoku, he wanted Aokiji to become fleet admiral because his, like, I guess Sengoku's own personal troops, they prefer Aokiji. But in my opinion, it's because of Aokiji's personality. He's more suitable for being fleet admiral as opposed to Akainu. And but apparently the higher ups in the government, I'm assuming when they say the higher ups, I'm assuming they mean the Gorosei, those old dudes, and maybe a few other like world government guys that are higher than Sengoku. These guys wanted Akainu to become fleet admiral, and what happened was, in order to settle the score, they had a battle. We have ice against magma, and in this case, magma fucking won. I mean, apparently the battle was fierce. I mean, it was a fierce battle that lasted for 10 days, and what happened was, Akainu, he spared Aokiji's life, but Aokiji left the Marines. He left the Navy, and now he's on some solo shit. So, and I'm gonna say one last thing, alright? Apparently, and I'm not sure if this is confirmed or not, but I've been hearing things going on the internet that for the film Z, there's gonna be like a special episode. Because if you remember, for the Strong World episode, there was Strong World episode 0, where we see Shiki doing his thing before he had his plan to take over the East Blue. But in this case, for Film Z, I'm hearing that they're going to have the same episode type, and they're going to show the fight between Aokiji and Akainu, which is something we all want to fucking see. Yes, bro. If there is one flashback I want to see the most, it is that flashback. Please, Mother of God. Oh, yes. I want to see this fight so bad. So fucking bad, man. It's crazy. Just seeing these two fuckers go at it for fucking 10 days. Oh, hell yeah. Now, the government, in order to make up for the loss of Aokiji, they gave they gave the Marines unprecedented power, meaning that now Akainu and the Marines, they have a much stronger notion of justice, and they now have more power when it comes to control and employ measurements in the New World and in the Grand Line and in like the rest of the globe, East Blue, North Blue, you know, yada yada yada. So that's number one. Number two is going to be Blackbeard, and this is awesome. This is straight up awesome. Blackbeard has ascended, literally ascended, and now with the powers of the Guru no Mi and the Yomi no Mi, he has now become an emperor. He's now considered one of the 4 emperors of the New World. And we see the emperors list off in, like this picture was awesome. We see Shanks, Kaido, Big Man, and Blackbeard. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And apparently, this is key. This is super key. Apparently, Blackbeard is going devil fruit hunting. And this is crazy shit. Because Blackbeard, well, he already has the Guru no Mi and the Yomi no Mi. And what's happening with this whole entire devil fruit hunting is that he's going around killing strong devil fruit users, and he's taking away their powers. Now, whether or not he keeps those powers for himself or he gives those power to another member of the crew, of his crew, we're not too sure. But when you consider the possibility that he already has the Guru no Mi and the Yomi no Mi, giving him more devil fruits makes him like super OP. Like really fucking OP. Because when you consider it, if he were to master the Guru no Mi alone, then he would have the power to destroy the world. And then when you put on top of that the Yomi no Mi, and you were to master that power, which apparently is the strongest Logia, then this guy, like, yo, this guy's on a whole new fucking level. It's like, Jesus. So, I mean, it makes you wonder, does Blackbeard need more devil fruits? So that's why when it comes to this whole entire notion of devil fruit hunting, I'm going to assume that he's giving the powers that he stole to his other crewmates, like what's the guy's name, Siriu, the former head boiler of Impel Down, or Catalina Donovan, you know, yada yada yada. So I mean, that's what I'm assuming. But what I did notice, and that's number 2. But what I did notice was that Luffy, when he's hearing Jinbei talking about Blackbeard and Akainu, he was like, when he was paying full attention when it came to Akainu, like he was holding his scar and shit. He remembered what happened, even though he was knocked out. It was kind of weird. But when it came to Blackbeard, he didn't care. Like he was just eating food. So this kind of, and when I say kind of, this kind of lets me know that Luffy, at this point in time, considers Akainu to be more of a threat than Blackbeard. I mean, that's what, because, again, Luffy didn't pay attention when it came to the whole entire Blackbeard talk. Because Blackbeard right now, again, very important. Devil fruit hunting and him being a Yokon, it's very, very, very important. Because the Yokon are the most 4 powerful characters in the series of One Piece that we know of. I mean, maybe we could throw in Dragon in there too, but Dragon is a mystery when it comes to his power. I mean, either it's a wind guy or a storm guy or a dragon type dude, we're not too sure. But at the same time, because Akainu was the one who gave Luffy that scar on his chest, and because Akainu was the one who killed Ace, then I'm probably going to guess that that's the reason why Luffy considers Akainu a more serious threat than Blackbeard. So, I mean, that's the way I think. But, because people debate on whether or not, at the end of the series, the final villain is going to be either Blackbeard or Akainu. In my opinion, I think it's Akainu. And the reason why is because after One Piece is found, there's going to be a war. And Blackbeard's dream or his goal is to get the One Piece. But if One Piece is already found by Luffy before Blackbeard gets to it, then why would there be a fight for One Piece if One Piece is already attained by Luffy? So, and at that point in time, again, like Whitebeard said that there's going to be a war between the one who finds One Piece and the people who support that person against the government. And if Akainu is Fleet Admiral, then he's going to be the cornerstone when it comes to this war that encompasses the entire world. So that's the reason why I feel that Akainu is the main villain of the series, not Blackbeard. But, you know, that's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. And then, the second reason. The second reason as to why this episode is a great episode of One Piece. At the end of the episode, we see two characters, Baron Tamago and Peckham's. And these two characters are going to help propel the series and the story revolving around the characters, Luffy and his crew, in a whole new level. Because the shit that happens between these two and Luffy on the island is, shit gets real. Shit gets real, and it's gonna lead to something very big. In the future. And I can't wait for that shit to happen. I can't fucking wait. I can't goddamn wait. I'm waiting for that shit. So, but yeah, like, you guys who don't read the manga, you'll see. Because we're, you know, like, we're progressing now fairly quickly when it comes to the pacing of this arc. I mean, it was much slower, but now it's a lot more faster. And when it comes to this episode overall, again, there were a few things here and there. I mean, not really key moments, but, you know, still key shit. We see, at some point, Karibo, he's listening in on Robin and Neptune talk about Shirahoshi. At some point, he tries to steal Shirahoshi and tries to immerse her in his swamp goo type shit. But Luffy punches the shit out of him. And by the way, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji are chilling while listening to Jinbei. Luffy senses something, and then he points out to Sanji and Zoro, and then they both notice that too. So this right here is sort of confirmed observation haki from both Zoro and Sanji. After that, what happens? Well, like, after all the stuff about the whole entire talking, about the whole entire admirals and Blackbeard, and the whole entire thing with Shirahoshi, there's also another scene with Horty Jones, and apparently another side effect of the energy steroids is turning old. And we see Horty Jones and his crew. They are old as fuck. I mean, like, it's not even funny. Like, they jump from 20 to 30 to, like, 80 and 90. Like, they're old as shit. They're old as fuck. And they can't even, like, I mean, Zayo is still doing his thing, you know. I got old on purpose. Like, yeah, okay, my nigga, alright. You lost bad. You know, Brook did you dirty, son. He did you dirty, man. The frozen wings of the netherworld. Yeah, you know, so that shit was hot. Cool in a hot way. But basically, there was a really cool scene at the end of that part where we see Horty Jones on the ground, and Neptune and the others. They realize that Horty Jones is no longer a threat whatsoever. He's old. Like, it doesn't mean shit anymore. And then we see, and this was beastly, we see Fukaboshi. And Fukaboshi, like, he's walking away, or he's floating away. And then Neptune is like, Fukaboshi, you're a disgrace to all fishermen. And then Fukaboshi just looks at him, closes his eyes, and is like, please stop talking. I don't want the children to hear your voice. I'm like, yo, like, that was some serious shit. That was some you know, crazy shit. But basically what happened is that at some point in the episode, it's revealed that Karibo had some treasure inside of him. Because Nami is, you know, told this by Neptune, and Neptune states that if you want, you could take it. And then she literally punches Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji outside of the palace into the Fisherman Island section where they can go chase after Karibo and get the gold. And that's oh yeah, and one last thing, the candy that Luffy was eating at the beginning of the episode is the same candy that Big Man wants. Big Man is a candy freak. She is a candy freak on some Kid Buu shit. She wants her fucking candy. She likes candy. She wants candy. Candy, candy, candy. And apparently, according to the Minister of the Left, she will destroy entire countries to get fucking candy. She wants that candy. So this is key because not only was the candy factory destroyed by the new fishermen pirates, but also Luffy was eating the leftover candy. So Baron Tamago and Peckham's, who came here to collect the candy for Big Man, yeah, they're gonna have to report to Big Man that, yo, Fisherman Island, they got no candy. That's a problem. So But you're gonna see how shit plays out. You're gonna see how shit plays out, and it gets very good. It gets very good. So rating overall, once again, is gonna be good. I mean, great. Simply put, great. I really enjoyed it. Information-wise, it was there. It was on point. Blackbeard, super fucking threat. In my opinion, super threat. Akainu, super fucking threat. And we will see, because, again, this episode, when it comes to the overall story, very important. Very important. So, that being said, King of Lightning, be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.